The International Energy Agency predicts that CO2 emissions could peak in the year 2025, which is next year. It is imperative that everyone does their part to protect our planet from the effects of pollution, because there is no other planet for us to live on. The Nature Conservancy is a nonprofit organization that is committed to the preservation and conservation of our lands and waters, the protection of biodiversity of the planet, and is committed to avoiding the worst impacts of pollution, which create climate change. I, like many others, love to hike, I love to swim, I love exploring new places and observing all different types of wildlife. And the threat of this pollution caused by major corporations emitting vast amounts of carbon dioxide into our atmosphere threatens the species and the cleanliness of our air, and threatens to make this world an entirely different place. So the Nature Conservancy is committed to preserving and protecting our lands, which are forests and deserts and grasslands, coastal areas, oceans, seas, rivers, lakes, and they are doing their part to combat the negative influences of pollution, whether that be through volunteering or donating or connecting with other groups committed to the same things. And they have reached over 70 different countries all over the world, all committed in doing the same thing. The pollution of CO2 emissions rises into the atmosphere and is trapped in the ozone layer. And the ozone layer works to trap heat and heat our world so it's not freezing cold as space is. But as these CO2 emissions increase, more and more heat is generated back to the Earth because it's trapped in the ozone layer. This heat that is trapped and pushed back down to Earth threatens ecosystems across the planet as temperatures continue to rise. And the threat of these ecosystems also threatens millions of animals in the oceans, lands, rivers, everything. Sorry. And the reason why it is so important for us to combat this is because it's up to us. This is our home. If we do not work now to preserve and conserve nature and the world, then we risk losing the beauty that this world has to offer. We risk losing the cleanliness of our world, and it is much, much harder to reverse the effects once they've come to fruition, which is why we need to be doing our part now before the worst happens. So, to imitate Uncle Sam, I want you to do your part and take responsibility. After all, there is no other place for humans to call home, and we need to work together just like the Nature Conservancy does in order to protect, preserve, and conserve our lands and waters in order to combat the effects of pollution and to keep our world clean and beautiful and able to sustain itself for generations to come. So, thank you.